This is the lecture on creating Word documents and sending images for Introduction to GIS. So if you are practiced at Word and are familiar with computer manipulation, this will just be review for you. But just to make sure that everyone is clear on how assignments are to be submitted and what the format of the paper needs to look like. When I request an assignment from you, I will ask that you send all of your material, all of your answers, all of your images in a single Word document. You might be able to attach this within the online platform itself, or you can send me an email. Either way, you will still need to have a single document that has all of your answers in it. So the first thing that we're going to do is just understand how to get into Word. I happen to have it open, but if you need it, it will either be listed in your commonly used programs, or if you go to All Programs and then into Microsoft Office and then down to Word here, you can open it that way. You would start by creating a new document, a new blank document, and then you would put in your standard information. You will need to have your name on everything you submit, on every email, on every paper, on every comment, everything that you submit, so that I know it's you. Sorry, I can't talk and type at the same time. So at the top of all of your assignments, you'll have your name, the course, and then what exercise it is. If you want to put the semester, that's fine too, but not necessary. Then you would just go through your assignment and answer your questions. So when an answer comes up, you would put the number 1 and then type whatever the answer is, or maybe it's a number, type whatever that is. You would go to number 2, same thing as far as you need it to go. If you get to a place where I have requested a screenshot, there will be many times when I ask you to do something within the software platform and then capture an image of it. There are several ways to do this. Again, if you're already familiar, you're welcome to use those. I'm just going to show you a few that are pretty easy to learn, and if you don't know about them, they're handy tricks. The easiest one to use is what's referred to as snipping. If you go down to the Start button, I use mine regularly, so it's already listed here. If you need to find it in All Programs, Accessories, and then you would find the snipping tool. What this allows you to do, it's actually well named. You just select it, and then you just click and drag a box around the area of content that I've asked for. So once you click and drag that box, you get sent to the Snipping Tools program itself, and the easiest way from here is just to right-click and copy the image. Then I would toggle back, however you choose to my Word document, get back to the question at hand that is needing that image, right-click and paste. It's really a fairly simple process. Again, it's a nice, easy one, and if you're not familiar with that, that's a handy one to know about. And then you can just move on to your other questions. So if I have another question 4, another question 5, and then maybe I need another image. If the snipping does not work, another way that you can capture an image is by doing a screen capture. On most keyboards, there is a print screen option. If you're working on a laptop, you would need to find the FN button and then select F11. So I have done that, but nothing changed. You can see that nothing has altered. I have just hit the button on my keyboard. At this point, I need to get into a Paint program or some other type of image manipulation. I can go to my Word document, right-click and select Paste, and what I would get is the entire image that I just captured here. But maybe I only need a portion of that image. If that were the case, I would go to some image manipulation. We will just use Paint because it's easy. Open that up and select Paste. It will put everything that was on the screen at the time that I hit the button. So if I only need a portion of this screen, I would do Select. I would click on the Select option, and then again click and drag a box of whatever it is that I'm interested in. Right-click and copy. Move back to my Word document. Create my next question here that I have some space for. Right-click and paste. So again, at that point, you should be able to see the image that I have cropped from the Paint program. Now at this point, once you have finished and everything is done and you're ready to go, then you would go to your file and save as. You would navigate to your safe space, the area that you have created that is going to be the safe place for you to save all of your materials. Maybe this was for exercise 2. You're going to call it, answers, or better yet, your initials and then exercise 2 or something like that, and then save it. When you go to send it to me, either through email or through the online platform, then you would just navigate back to that and attach that document. So fairly simple process, but again, this will need to be pretty clear. Information up on top, and then questions 1, 2 with your answers and images all in a single Word document. I do not want you to send me a Word document with your answers and then separate image files for each of the pictures or the screen captures that I ask for. I want all of it inside the Word document so that I get sent one file for each of your projects. So that is the end of that lecture.